was like my most shaping experience in college, I think. Like I made most of my friends there. I would say like my major friend group was through dance corps.
My favorite thing about dance corps is just like all the fun that we have at practices. You know, we kind of act like a little family. We're always joking around with each other, you know, and like cheer for the highs and then be there for all the lows and stuff. And like once you kind of join, you like join the family.
Take a breath. 3/4 and then 16 times. Yep. You got it? Look at that. I know. Yeah. This drag PK. Next guy.
I said dance corps looks good every day. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dance corps activate.
I auditioned for dance corps like the fall of my freshman year, so probably like 2 weeks in. So I was part of it all 4 years of school, and I was president my senior year, but I was also secretary my junior year. So I did both. I thought it was the greatest thing that like every single day after class I got to go to dance and dance on the stage and do like the full costumes and the full makeup and like lighting, and it was just like the best part for me, like being with everybody every single day all night until like 11 o'clock at night. It was just the best, and like that feeling of anticipation that you have like the last night of tech week and the show is tomorrow, everybody's gonna be here. So I think that was like my favorite part, and just like those moments where you're like watching other dances that you're not in and from the audience seats and like cheering them on, and I just loved it. I miss that so much.
We announced a statewide policy for our schools. We did it last March 18th. We said that we were going to close schools all across the state, K to 12, and higher education schools.
As students, we do not know what our future holds, but the best thing that we can do at PSTV is still provide you with a digital connection to your campus and surrounding community.
My title and position, I am the Assistant Director for the Center for Student Involvement. I work in the Center for Student Involvement office, and I started in July of 2014. So the guidance was on our end, and it was universal for the campus. The SA, the Student Association, clubs, organizations, fraternities, Story Life, sports clubs, etc. And it was campus-wide. From there, we were, Dr. Inietti created 5 committees over the summer to outline that, among other items, kind of the college response. It came to a face-to-face policy, which is a Google form, which is reviewed by myself for all activities that are not fraternity and sorority life. And the guidelines, it's bullet pointed. Essentially, does it meet the college mission? Does it meet the organization's mission? Can it be done virtually? Because if it can be done virtually, it's not going to be, it won't be a face-to-face event. It required a bunch of signatures, and it included an advisor being present, which was an important piece because I actually eliminated a lot of events in the fall semester at least. And then once I got approved from that stuff, they would meet with me, we would go through all the details, and it would get approved or not approved.
So I've been on dance corps for 4 years now. 3 of those years I was a general team member, and then this year I became the vice president There's definitely been a strong shift because of COVID. We have less members compared to the years before. Like the years before, we had like at least 20 to 24 members, and this year we're down to 12. So there was definitely a big shift with that. And then also due to space-wise, because before we were able to practice in both the Zumba room and even the kickboxing room, but because of COVID, we have nowhere to practice, and the only place we did was Zoom as well as Macdonough.
I'm Dell'Erba, and I'm the president of Dance Corps. Coming in fall semester, we weren't really that hopeful, and we kind of felt defeated because we had submitted a plan to get a practice space and to be somewhat normal as a team, but we got rejected. And because of all the COVID restrictions and rules, we couldn't really do much, so we were extremely limited, and our spring recital was only a semester away, which is our huge event, and so we were kind of defeated. Once we got, a new plan and approved, we were definitely more hopeful, but not having a budget in the beginning and still not having a budget and trying to figure out, okay, where are we gonna practice? How are we gonna get dances? How are we gonna keep our team members on the team was definitely way more stressful than it ever has been. But luckily, our treasurer found a really good fundraising idea, and that, thank God, made us a lot of money. So once we had the budget, it became a little less stressful. The fundraiser was called Double Good, and it was selling popcorn.
Steph? Is that gonna mess everyone up?
The changing factor is one, protocols have gotten looser, specifically regarding capacity. Our capacity has gone up. In fact, I would make an argument this conversation right now would be different a week from today, depending on how things are going. We may have more capacity and a larger group size per our rooms. Fall and spring semester are the exact same thing procedure-wise. The governor's saying activities, dance groups cannot meet, those activities cannot happen. That got lifted over winter break. So groups like Dance Corps, groups like Jedi, groups like High Voltage can now, a combination of practice but also do recitals. Dance Corps is doing a recital. I know they're doing a practice and then they're doing an actual recital. They've jumped over all the hurdles to make sure this happens. We've found a location for them. And I know virtual is not the best way to do dance recitals or activities, but they've found a way to get it done and do their practices.
This year with COVID and trying to have a dance team and our normal recital is definitely weird and took a lot of extra effort and time and just communication. We couldn't have a live audience, so we recorded everything and then have a watch party later on, which, we're really thankful and lucky that we were able to even get the space that we got and film and have all the dances we've had, but it's still not the total same as having a live audience and having a full tech week. It was just a lot of jumping through hurdles, finding ways that we could dance safely, but still have as normal of a recital as possible.
I see more of a silver lining compared to last semester, because last semester it was just it was hard. We were doing practices on Saturday, and then there was cases coming in, so then we ended up just making the practices just Zoom. And now it's we're a little bit more careful, and we have a set place, and timing is better because it's on the weekdays versus the weekend. So I do see more of a positive thing going. Dance Corps is the only reason why I'm in Plattsburgh, if I'm being honest. Dance Corps is number one on the list, so yeah, that's why I didn't transfer out or anything, but I really love Dance Corps.
I think if you don't dance in college, you probably are going to lose it to some extent. And I also think that it prepped me being able to make new friends just in a dance class. Just enjoy every single moment because it goes so fast. I know things are different right now with the pandemic, but it's the best part of your college experience, hands down, and those memories are going to be with you forever. You're not going to remember all of the things that you did for school. You're going to remember your Dance Corps memories. Just remember every moment and remember to live every moment to the fullest, because it's those are going to stick with you forever, and those are going to be your friends forever, I'm telling you.
What I hope for the future of Dance Corps, even when I leave, is just to keep working as hard as they have been and to just keep trying out new styles. You know, for the first time I feel like we did something different with our musical theater, and that was super fun and super challenging at the same time, but I feel like it made us all better. So if we just keep challenging ourselves and, you know, growing as a team, you know, I feel like because of Dance Corps I grew as a person, because, you know, we grew as a team and you grow individually.
No more suicide.